Hi everyone, it's Andy Chapman here from Cresco Communications. Today is the first video in our 5-part series on how to get more from your email marketing. Today we're going to start from the beginning and we're going to be looking at 2 types of marketing and the impact they can have on a positive sign-up process. We're also going to look at the importance of the sign-up process and how you can build a relationship early with your customer or client so that you can deliver them relevant and anticipated content in the future. The 2 types of marketing we're going to look at today are permission marketing and interruption marketing. The reason for this is there's a theme running through these videos, which is to make your content as relevant and as personal as possible. The idea behind permission marketing is not only to ask permission of the client or the customer to market to them, but to build a relationship and have an understanding of their wants and requirements. By this you can then deliver them more relevant content. So what are the differences between these 2 types? Interruption marketing or interruption-led marketing is generally a more archaic and sometimes or more frequently offline form of marketing. So types of marketing you might find would be messages or adverts within a newspaper or a magazine, on the underground or at a bus station. They're generally garish and eye-catching, but non-specific to a singular person. They can be specified to a group, but very generally. It's much harder to understand a return on investment from this form of marketing. The idea behind this marketing is that it's interrupting you. Permission-led marketing is very different. Permission-led marketing works on a far more informative level. The idea is that you build a relationship with your customer or end client and build a profile of that person. So not only by gaining permission are you then aware that that person is allowing you to market to them, you can then start to build a rapport and send them more relevant content. A great analogy for this is if you were to walk into a singles bar as an interruption marketer, the first person they would walk up to, they would ask them to marry them, which frankly is never going to work. Whereas the permission marketer would walk up to somebody and ask them a few questions. Would then ascertain whether it would be worth going on a second date. Is it worth you marketing to that person? Are they fitting your client type? After that second date, that third date, or a string of dates that the permission marketer went on with their customer or client, they can then work out whether it's worth buying that product or selling to that individual. That's the idea of permission marketing, and that's key when delivering positive email marketing campaigns. So how does this affect your sign-up process? It's important to try and attain as much information about your potential client or customer as possible without bogging them down at that process. Try and have your sign-up on your web page in the top right-hand corner and have it on every single page of your website. That way, if I'm reading articles or information about your company or other affiliates of your company in the back pages of your website, I can then still sign up for further information. So what should they come to expect from signing up to your newsletter? Firstly, there should be a message to say thank you for their interest in your company. Within the body of that email, there should also be a list or a timetable of what's to come within that newsletter or future content. Also, it's a good idea to have your address and contact details, as this offers an air of transparency and honesty. I would suggest introducing a short preference center as part of this email or as part of the follow-up email. What this will allow you to do is gather more information on that prospective customer or client, and therefore you'll be able to segment that information and put them into their prospective list. We're going to talk about segmentation of your database in the 4th video in this series and how to make more money by segmenting your data. You can do this through social media, through Facebook as well. So when people sign up through Facebook, you can draw more information or more content about that prospective client or customer at the point in which they sign up. Ask them about their interests within the company, what products they purchase. For instance, if it was a sports company, are they interested in any one particular sport, or is there a range of sports? Are they male or female? Whereabouts are they located? What was their average spend? All of these things can give you a better understanding or profile of that potential customer. Once you know that, you can then deliver them more relevant content. The more relevant the content is, the more likely that person is to buy from you in the future. So once you've collected that data at the sign-up process, you can filter or segment that person depending on their preferences, their interests and their habits. From there you can send them more relevant and timely content. The more relevant content is, the more likely somebody is to buy from you. In the 5th video of this series, we're going to discuss how to have a positive call to action, or how to start that sales process. We'll also discuss how to use Google Analytics to your advantage. So takeaways from this: always consider permission marketing. Consider that relationship, building that rapport before trying to sell your product. Never be the interruption marketer. Think about having a clear sign-up process. Try and gather as much information about your prospective client or customer at that sign-up process, or at the point of that sign-up process. And from there, then consider how that will filter down into your sales funnel. Thanks very much for watching. Our next video is on subject lines and the importance of keeping them short and relevant. If you like this video, why not check out our website, www.crescocommunications.com, or follow us on Twitter @CrescoCommunica. Until next time, thanks very much.